Hey guys, what's going on? We are back again with another review. Today we've got some Treehouse going on. This is Where'd the 90's Go? This is a 5.3% American Pale Ale. The label art is awesome though. It's just like super nostalgic. All the little designs and stuff from the 90's. Makes me think of all the old Nickelodeon shows. Wild and Crazy Kids and Global Guts and the old like Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy and all that stuff. Pete and Pete, Legend of the Hidden Temple. That was awesome. I love that show. Anyway, so yeah, that's it definitely brings you back with that label. So this was canned on December 27th. So really fresh. And yeah, this one, let's see if we can read this. It's really small. I think I read it on the unboxing of this beer, but anyway, it says, Where the 90's Go is an American Pale Ale that pays homage to a decade of bold color, the end of an analog society, and unrestrained design tendencies. Brewed with Sabro and Citra hops, Where the 90's Go carries as colorful and a flavor profile as this label. We taste and smell ripe orange, coconut, papaya, and a hint of vanilla. This beer is designed to carry all the flavors of our higher alcohol, more intense offerings in a lighter, guilt-free package. So, we'll see. Yeah, so I'm not sure really on the notes of like Sabro hops, but from the description it sounds like it's going to be like a tropical type thing. Tropical citrus fruit, especially then it mentioned the coconut and papaya, so hoping for juicy goodness, tropical goodness, and I'm hoping it packs a lot of flavor, being 5.3%, being a pale ale. I've never had, actually yes I have, I take that back, I've had a few Treehouse pale ales, but you know, usually I'm drinking their IPAs if I have them, so let's crack into this and see what it has in store for us today. Oh yeah, super, it's like that crazy light colored haze. Yeah, I love them. Usually these beers are always, something about the appearance is always like gives me that vibe like it's going to be awesome. And I can smell it from here already, so that's great. On Untapped, it's getting 4 flat on here across the board from all the check-ins that it's had. So usually the numbers for a Treehouse are a little higher than that, so kind of surprising there. I have no friends that have checked this in. I got this in a beer mail package and I'm super pumped about it. Let's get into it. So super rocky head. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can tell in there, but it is like Rock City, bro. Look at that. It's getting like a soap sudsy too. Rocky soap sudsy. Pretty compact around the sides there, but it's sticking to the glass like non-stop, like craziness. So, but yeah, that color, I don't know if it always looks darker on camera. It's really light. It's got that pale gold color there. Very, very cloudy, very hazy. Can't see anything through it. Got a nice glow when you hold it up to the lamp though. So let's shove our noses in it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It smells great. Definitely citrusy. I do get that coconut thing they're talking about. And I don't think that it's based on just reading it on the label. I really think that's something that stands out, that I think anybody would pick up on. I'm getting like a peachy type thing too. Definitely tropical fruit in there, pineapple, oranges. Yeah, it's so weird, the coconut thing, man. It's really in there. It smells like juice. It's juicy. It's juicy. No bitterness that I can detect on the nose. I know bitterness is something that you detect on the palate, but I I feel like sometimes you can kind of get that impression when you smell it, but this I'm getting none of that. Just tropical fruit juice. It smells so good. Let's give it a try. I can't wait. Okay, so a little less intense on the palate. Dang, I was really hoping for a bigger punch than that. When you're smelling it, you would not really think that it's a pale ale. Like it doesn't. It smells like an IPA. But when you taste it, yeah, it's lacking quite a bit from what you're getting on the aroma. It's a little thin, a little bit watery, and I think they were going from the description on the label. It was like they were going for a low ABV beer that packs the punch of like a regular, higher alcohol content beer. And dang, as fresh as it is, I really expected more. Don't get me wrong though. I mean, I'm pumped to drink this, and it tastes fantastic for what it is. The coconut little thing still stands out. It just has so much more on the aroma than it does on the palate. You get the little bit of this tropical thing going on, pineapple, grapefruit, even along with the citrus notes that I was mentioning earlier, orange, grapefruit. It's really good. I mean, it's just, when you think of Treehouse, you think of like, these beers, they're going to like blow you away. And this is honestly the first one I've had from them that hasn't blown me away. So, for what it's worth, for what this beer is, would I recommend it to you? Yes, I still would. Because even these beers that tend to, maybe miss the mark for you or something like that, they still are better than a lot of the stuff that you can get at your local beer stores and stuff like that. So when I'm saying it's lacking or it's disappointing, it's on a whole nother level. It's on that Treehouse level. So when I've had stuff like in the fridge here, I've got like Julius and Haze and Green. I've got a New Decade in there. And then I've had stuff like Lights On and they have another pale ale. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. But like when you sit this beside those, it's obviously not going to be to that same realm that they're on. So that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about it being disappointing or on a lower level. It's still fantastic. I mean, it's still top-notch beer, well crafted. Treehouse, they can't do wrong. I really don't think they can. Should have set this out a little bit earlier. As it's warming a little bit just from sitting here, it's opening up a little bit more, getting a little bit more of those tropical fruit notes in there. It's a crusher. You could pound these things all day. Got one more in the fridge. Be excited to drink that. Guys, I don't know if there's much else to say about it. It's citrusy. It's tropical. It's got a nice little coconut character. I don't know where that comes from. And then it mentioned vanilla too. I'm not really getting that, to be honest with you. So, if you like a citrusy, tropical, fruit forward, but on the lower end of the spectrum, I wouldn't say fruit forward. Like on the palate, it's not as much. It's more You know, you get the grains in there. You get like a bready sweetness, crackery type thing, and then you get those tropical flavors, you know, on top of that. But it's not as big as it is on the aroma. So if you like a tropical, citrus forward, low ABV crusher that you could drink all day long, then this might be something for you. So that's my 2 cents for it, and I definitely recommend it to you guys. So if you've had this, let me know. You know, let me know if it missed the mark for you when it's compared to some of these other Treehouse beers. I'd like to know. But yeah, fun beer. Like, leave a comment below, subscribe. Love to keep, you know, love for you guys to keep up with me, so we can talk about beer and just build a little channel that we can all, you know, enjoy and talk about and interact with each other. So anyway, guys, cheers.